Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress. I'm here with a pick a card. I'm here at the beach with a pick a card reading. So I just wanted to go on site, but this is going to be kind of tricky because the wind is pretty strong out here. Today has been sort of a hit and miss day as far as the weather. It said it might rain, so like I'm trying to do this before it rains. Anyway, but I thought to end or to complete the mermaid week, I would do one more pick a card with mermaids. So we have different choices. We have the wave of power, a surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating movements. Here we have adrift, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. We've got corals, wisdom, colony, and delicacy, fragility, works that are created over great periods of time, and the conchomancy, seashells, divination, and wisdom of the shells. So they're all a little bit beach related. The waves are so powerful, you know, and they're strong today, and it's kind of high tide. I do like to do this, just kind of lay back and let the water take me wherever. And so there's plenty of water to float in today because it's high tide. Coral wisdom, of course, is if you go a little bit deeper and you're like a deep sea diver, or you get to go to those tropical places that allow you to see the beauty of the coral. And then the conchas, you know, I have this shell that I brought, but there's all kinds of shells around except I didn't gather it. But you can take a look at this water and you can hear the waves. So here's a little closer look at the cards. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take a deep breath. Let out your breath. Close your eyes and let your eyes drift to the pile that's meant for you. Okay, let's begin. Alright, so let me get the wave of power going here. I'm trying to position my mic so you don't hear all the air. So give me a moment. Screams of kids. Happy children. Alright, so the wave of power. The wave of power is magic number 42. It is the answer. So, the wave of power is about surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating movement. There are times, as you say, go with the flow, and then there's times where you drift and allow the Great Mother to direct us. And so this is all about just kind of like trusting in the universe and allowing the universe to guide you in the right direction, you know. It's also just letting go of control for a while and just enjoying the waves, the feeling of just letting go and not being in control all the time. So let's see what we have. We've got a couple of other cards. I got the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and I also have the Astounding Pixie. I brought those because I wasn't as afraid to lose them or let them get dirty. So let's see what they have to say. Okay, so you got the Ten of Pentacles, which is great. It's like, you know, getting riches. It's about family matters. It's about just having happiness in your family life or in your family location, in your home. You know, happy home life is what it is. And then the Sun from the Lenormand is about luck and illumination and summer and success. And it's also security and heat. It's talking about a new day. So there are bright possibilities and newness coming to you. And for timing, it's talking about summertime or daytime. So right now is a ripe time for, beginning things and doing things that you've always wanted to do, the daytime and the summertime. All right, let's take a look at pile number 2. So pile number 2 is Adrift. And, well, I guess a wave of power is kind of more like going with the flow, like more like a drift. But in a way, a wave of power is also going with the flow, but more like having the power of the waves push you. And drift is sort of more like the buoyancy of the waves lift you and drift you. So this is also about letting go and allowing a higher voice to take charge for a time. What is it to be without direction, without self-determination, without a self of empowerment? It's always disempowering. So this card is showing you to contemplate the many aspects of letting go. And so many times, it's just like going with the flow, basically. But a lot of times we think that we know the right way to do things, and it's not always the right way. And sometimes we just have to pay attention to cycles and see where we are in a certain cycle that can help us. And if you also feel sort of stuck in this adrift position where you've lost control and you feel a little bit helpless, you have the ability and the strength to paddle and to kick your fins and to get yourself out of the situation and onto a new direction. So don't always feel that this direction is propelling you to some unknown that you don't want to go to. You can either let go and have trust and faith in the universe, but you can also, be the captain of your own boat and paddle yourself in a direction that you want to go. So let's see what we also have. The Rider-Waite, and it's the Radiant Rider-Waite, and also the Astounding Pixies Lenormand. Let's see what they have to say. So, as far as the tree is concerned, it's about medicine, and the Ace of Pentacles is about perfect contentment and felicity and ecstasy. And it's like, it's kind of, all right, you're going to think this is crazy, but the next 3 groups have aces. And so, because this group is pentacle geared, I'm thinking that this is about, new finances. It could be about gold or speedy intelligence, something like quickly coming to you, some kind of, maybe some invention idea or eureka. It's just kind of this feeling like knowing what you're next to do in your plan. And so the tree going along with it has to do with health and karma and growth in your body and ancestry and grounding and enjoying the outdoors, really. And so maybe the tree is the medicine that you need to heal yourself in going outside or enjoying something physical or putting your investment into something physical and starting a new project, and go ahead and put your money into it or put your faith into it, because I feel like this is kind of one of those surprise money revelations, like surprise check in the mail kind of thing, or something surprising upswing of your health or something like that. So that's a really positive situation for you. All right, let's check out number 3, the Coral's Wisdom. So So the coral's wisdom is about colony and delicacy and fragility and works that are created over a great period of time. Yeah, so it's interesting how those corals are formed, right? And it's elements too. It kind of makes me think of temperance and this mixing of earth, sand, you know, and the ocean, the water, and how that takes upon a shape, you know. So the mermaids are saying how we love these tiny beings. They love the coral, who gather and create Poseidon's castles and caves of wisdom. I think the seagulls like them too. This is the seagull's choice. Their intricate underwater towers of red, gold, and softest pinks have taken over thousands of your human years to create, and yet you destroy them. And yet they offer you so much. Their healing powers are so strong, and they can help all of us, including the mermaids at the present time. So, really, it's about, you know, preserving things. You know, there's preserving things in the magic and beauty of things, and protecting these things. And sometimes it does take a long time to create a beautiful masterpiece, and sometimes it also takes a while to develop a beautiful, solid relationship, you know. It's created this love that grows between the two of you, grows over time, and it is a beautiful masterpiece if you put the right effort into it and a lot of love into it, you know. So try your best to see things in that way, that time is just an illusion, but the focus of creation over time, the focus of a masterpiece, the focus of your artistry over time doesn't need to be rushed, and every moment should be appreciated. You know, every moment you put into a project, or every moment that you spend time with the people that you love, it all grows memories, and it grows a tapestry that's you, and it's the tapestry that is your life, you know. So all of it added together makes a beautiful coral. So let's see what else we have for you from the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot and the Astounding Pixie Lenormand. So you also got an ace, and you got the Ace of Cups. And so this is definitely love geared. It's also talking about, you know, the place where you find, you know, home is where the heart is, the place where you find your true heart. It's about your joy, your contentment. It's going to be about maybe a move even, or a new place to be, to live. It's a place where you feel nourished and abundant. This also is talking about fertility, so maybe you'll be getting pregnant. And, you know, like a holy table, a blessed table, like, you know, like in church or something. So it could have to do with church, and finding someone in church, or finding your peace or spirituality in a church, or some kind of special table. Like for me, when I was little, my grandmother's table was the holy table. You know, we had all the parties, and that was the table with all the hors d'oeuvres and everything she set out, and it just made every occasion like a celebration, you know. And so the bouquet talks about gifts and happiness, and talks about people who are charming. It could be a surprise. And it also talks about beauty and appreciation and beauty, you know, things that make you smile, and it's just saying things are going well. So this is a place, or a location, or a home, or people that make you smile and make you feel at home and make you feel good. I feel this is love related, and it might have might be like a long-term journey that you've been taking, but you feel like it's worth it because it makes you feel good. You feel happy in this moment and feel happy in this situation. So the timing here is 9 months. It could be September or sometime in the spring. And so, yeah, this could be a pregnancy that's coming to fruition in 9 months from now. Or it could be a move where maybe next year, maybe later on this year, you'll be moving to a new home, or maybe next year in the springtime, you'll have a new home, or you'll have a baby, or there'll be some kind of new situation. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next one. So next is conchomancy, and this is, seashell divination and wisdom of the shells. So you're being asked to listen and to begin to understand the art of reading seashells in an ancient art, simple, pure, and powerful. Seashell divination has a long, secretive history, and shells such as the beautiful cowries are also used in fertility magics. They have been found in the burial mounds of the ancient people of Germany. So this is very interesting, and if you would like to know more about conchomancy, let me know. I'd be happy to dive deeper into this subject matter for those of you who are trying to get pregnant or also want new forms of divination that go back into your ancestry, especially if you have German ancestry. That would be really interesting to dive into. It's funny because this shell right here belonged to my mom's husband who passed away, and he was born in Germany, and she met him actually on a German trip. And so yeah, and I was born in Germany too, so I have some, most of both sides of the family, I have German ancestry, so it'll be interesting to dive into that with you guys. So I feel like this in general is talking about ancestry and looking into your background, learning more about yourself. And as you learn about yourself, you learn about others and people around you. So let's take a look at what the other cards have to say. Oops. So you've got the Ace of Swords and the Clouds. And it's so funny because the Ace of Swords is the third ace that popped up, and I swear when I was shuffling, just aces started flying. And I know that has to do with newness and a new start and new beginnings. So the other groups have new beginnings in, money and in love, and Ace of Swords is about triumph, and it's kind of like a little bit forceful, and it's like conquest, and it's like excessive, kind of purpose. But it's good because the sword is what you need sometimes to break through the confusion of the clouds, the confusion that sometimes sets in. So the clouds usually are kind of it's kind of an ambivalent sign. It's kind of not certain. It's kind of, and it's like today it was kind of cloudy, but then the sun came out, and so it's basically the clouds are saying, be active, take charge, go for it, push forward, cut the clouds, and make the clouds go away even with manifestation and forcefulness. And I was just saying the rhyme, rain go away, come again. How about come again Sunday? It's just right now I need the sun out so I can do this, And then the song kept popping in my head. Even on a cloudy day, I cast my eyes on the sun, And so I'll sing that to you one of these days. Even on a cloudy day. So even on a cloudy day, guys, there's hope, you know. The sun is out there, even if it's behind the clouds. And you just have to have sort of a forcefulness of thought and feeling. So the timing for this is 6 months or June. So June, it's now. It's like, go, do it now. That's what the timing is saying on this one. Now's the time. Don't delay. Don't think about it anymore, you know. Swords is about thinking, and it's saying, okay, that's it. Enough thinking. Let's do it. You know, let's be forceful. And I forgot to tell you the timing for the ace. So if you listen to all of these, the timing for the ace is 5 days, 5 weeks, or 5 months, and maybe May or springtime. Okay, well, I'm going to shut it down now. So faith, trust, and pixie dust.